Hello everybody, I'm Ella and today we're doing, her name is Varang. I'm not sure how to say her name, but from Fire and Ash from the Avatar movie. And I'm going to try to do her makeup today. First I need to make her headpiece. So I got feathers and a headband. And then I have like some of this to maybe support the feathers on the headband. And I have E6000 that I think I can use. I probably should have made this headpiece yesterday, but I didn't. I'm making it today, and I'm also planning on doing the makeup today. So I think it's going to be a very long day. It's currently 2:30, and we are just now starting with the headpiece. Hopefully it won't take me too long so that I could start the makeup so that I'm not doing it super late tonight. This is my first time making a full-length video, so you're going to have to bear with me as I attempt to do this. Yeah, here are the red feathers, and then I have my black feathers. I ended up getting like 1 package of the black feathers and 2 packages of the red feathers. Because here, I'll try and show the picture that I'm basing it off of. I'm not expecting this to be very accurate, but we're gonna try. First, I'm gonna try to cut out this plastic corrugated sheet. I think I'm gonna try to take this and then like sketch out about maybe like 1/2 inch around up until like the middle point and leave an inch in between there that I have a piece all around. So now I'm just gonna take my headband. This is really not a tutorial. I'm really winging this. So then I'm going to take, maybe I'll do an inch all around so that it's enough material to support the feathers. I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but that's how we're doing it. I feel like I should eyeball the middle. I feel like this looks more like the middle to me. Like that? Yeah. My hands hurt a little, but I got the pieces cut out. And I feel like that'll work. Okay, so this is the current setup that we've got going on. This is the headband I'm going to use. And a great thing about it actually is it has these little teeth, which I'm hoping will help it stay up, because otherwise it might be kind of flimsy. I'm going to try to take off this. So if you hear any noises in the background, that's just my dogs, Cookie and Henry. Maybe I should just leave it on. Well, I guess we're keeping it on. Just glue it back. I hate hot glue, but this would probably be a good moment to use it. Okay, so ends up hot glue is currently not an option. And we have these little cable guides. I want to see if I can just shove them around. See if that'll work. Now it's probably uglier at this moment, but hopefully that'll do the trick. I think I'm just gonna use, I have clear tacky glue, a nice big bottle of it, and I think that'll work. Well, now that I've made a mess with these feathers, I can actually start gluing them. Okay, it's currently been an hour. It's 3:30 already, and I only have the black feathers glued down, and they're not even really glued down per se. I think I'm gonna try and move on to the red feathers. So here's what it's looking like right now. I did kind of run out of red feathers to bring it down lower, but I think we're just gonna say that it's done. It's holding up, I think, okay. Which is nice. I think I have to cut off like some of the extra here, and you can kind of see the plastic. I might try and color that in more tonight. I was gonna do the makeup today, but it's late and I'm tired, and I wanted to give this enough time to set. So I think I'm gonna be doing it tomorrow. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, hi. So it's the next day. It's currently 10 a.m. The headpiece is finished. She's holding up. I think she looks cool. I clipped the ends of the feathers. So now it looks like this. which I feel like is pretty good. Is it 100% accurate? No. Does it look fantastic when you get too close? No, because I didn't have clear E6000 so you can see some of it, but that's okay. We're just gonna have to move on. I'm gonna start the makeup today. First, I need to set up my like backdrop situation for when I do like my transition videos and stuff like that. So come along with me while I do that. Here's the bag of goods. So please excuse this outfit. It's because I've worn clothes that I like when I do my makeups, and then I keep ruining them. So I now have to learn that like I can't wear clothes that I like. So we're wearing sweatpants that are too short. I actually like this sweatshirt, it's fine. And then I'm wearing my bandeau top that I always wear. I'm doing these makeups because it was like $3 and I don't care if I get makeup all over it. Figuring out how I want to set this up in my room. Because unfortunately my bed's kind of in the way. It's in moments like these where I wish I had like a studio where everything's already set up and I don't have to put this up every time I want to do a makeup. Things could be worse. I could not have these things at all, which I didn't before. And I would have to try and find a blank wall in the house. Okay. I mean, it's holding up. Okay, now I have like the structure of it up. I need to figure out a backdrop. Realistically, I would love something that's like dark gray. I don't really have any dark gray fabrics that I can use. I guess I could do this gray fabric. And then I use these little clips to secure it on. There we go. And now we have a background. I do need to steam it though. This is my steamer. Isn't she gorgeous? That thing is so practical. And sometimes in the morning, like I'm getting dressed, I'm like, oh, my shirt's a little wrinkly or something. Just pull out the steamer. It warms up in like 5 minutes. I steam my shirt and then I'm on the go. Oh, look at that. Already warmed up. The best thing. And it's so much more practical than like a full-size steamer, especially if you need to bring it anywhere. All steamed. We have tripod number 1. I love this one. It's Hama, that's the brand. I don't know how to say it. Probably thinking that's way too short. Well, it has a little handle and I can crank it up. Isn't that genius? I love this thing. Then I have lighting stuff. I have the UBCs, UB size. Those ones where you can change out the gels for different colors. Love those. I do wish the tripod could be taller because it's fine when I'm sitting. But if I'm doing any video where I'm standing, I can only get the light from like below and stuff, which doesn't look as good. Like that's as high as it goes, which again, fine if I'm sitting. If I'm standing, it lands here. So for lighting my face, it just doesn't look as good. Oops. Okay. There's a lot of lights happening right now. I'm gonna close the curtains to my window so I'm not getting too much light from outside, as if these curtains actually block that light. They're very much more for decorative purposes. It's looking a little spooky right now. That's okay. I'm gonna turn off this microphone right now so that I can film these.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
Okay, I finished filming like all the beginnings of my transition videos, so I guess we'll get started. I think I'm gonna start by partially doing my hair, but she has this part of her head is like shaved and it's red. Obviously I'm not shaving my head, and I don't have any sort of bald cap or anything like that going for me right now. So I think I'm just gonna paint on my hair and hope that it looks good, but I don't know. I'm really hoping we can make this work. Here. Okay, I'm gonna make this into a little ponytail. I'll be wearing that headpiece anyway, so you won't be able to see that it's a ponytail. Okay, and we'll just clip those back for now. Cool. Next is I need to glue down my brows again. I feel like that's all I do. Sorry. Okay, so I finished doing the dots of liquid latex. So I'm gonna let those dry for a little bit, and while they're drying, I'm gonna start doing some braids in my hair. Because technically she has like these tiny little braids going like this. I'm not gonna do all those braids. That's a lot of braids, and that's a lot of braids. So we're not gonna do that. I've done 2 braids on each side so far, and Maybe I'll add more later, but for now, I feel like that's good. Yeah, that took me a while. Time check, it's currently 12:24. It's already been almost 2.5 hours since I started filming this morning. The drink of the day is Mango Madness Snapple. Obviously not sponsored. Wait, I want to see what the fun fact is. Mangoes have noses. Mangoes have noses. I'm gonna tie my hair back. Next, I'm gonna powder where I put the liquid latex. Next, we're gonna start mixing the color. So she's like a bluish gray. So today, I'm very excited. I'm going to be trying Sunset Makeup's colorful foundation. This is not sponsored. They didn't send this to me or anything. This is like, they were bought with my mother's money because she got it for me for Christmas because I wanted to try these. I kept seeing them all over online and I've been really curious about them. So today that's what we're going to use for my makeup. And I'm really excited to see how it feels and if it's more comfortable. Then for every single makeup that we have done, it's like colorful and things like that, I've been using this palette, the Athena one, which I'm starting to run out of some of the colors now. And I've used it quite a bit. And it's very thick and it can be sometimes hard to like blend. And it can get like streaky and it's thick because it's like oil based. So I wonder if this is going to be more comfortable and maybe easier to work with. Look at that. She's gorgeous. So I'm going to use the white, the blue, and the black to hopefully mix a sort of grayish blue that matches what she's got going on. Here's the blue one, and here's the black one. And I do also have a red one for later. I'm so excited to use these. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my little palette here. So I'm doing a few pumps of the white, 1.5 pumps of blue, a teensy pump of the black. And I'm gonna mix this and we're gonna see what color we get. I feel like it's a little bit too light. Might add a tiny bit more blue and then teensy bit more black. Okay, this is the color that I have right now. It's that sort of bluish gray. It still feels too light. I'm adding a bit more black. So far I will say the foundations are very easy to mix, which is nice. It's very silky looking, very smooth. However, this is what it looks like. It's still a little bluer than I was expecting, but I don't know if I mind. Also, like, this foundation is so nice. Like, the fact that I'm spreading this out with a spatula right now is crazy to me. You see how nicely that spreads? And it's not even like streaky or anything. Sunset makeup, I think you're onto something. I'm so glad it's as good as I thought it was gonna be. This is in fact like a paintbrush from Five Below, by the way. I don't really like buying nice makeup brushes for these kinds of makeups because I always end up ruining them. You know what, actually the eyebrow blocking wasn't that bad. Pretty decent. Or maybe this foundation is just magical and able to hide all my mistakes. This is always the insane part of the makeup. It's like when I'm just starting to paint myself one color and like I just look crazy. I'm also truly putting this foundation to the test and seeing if it's gonna tint my skin. I didn't really moisturize that much beforehand. Probably not a genius idea on my part. I also do have stuff to do today. In terms of time check, it is 1 o'clock right now. I will say putting on that first layer of foundation and everything, very quick and easy. Just mapping out where the red is. I'm gonna powder this down. This is the HD e.l.f. loose setting powder. I've been using this for my makeups just because it's not expensive. It's easy to find like anywhere, and honestly, like, it works. Okay, I just use a stipple sponge and I use my hands to add like white cream and powder and stuff to lighten up the whole look. And I feel like that looks better and more accurate to what she's got going on. Next, I'm going to start working on the eyes. and doing the black. I think I'm gonna do like a cream in my waterline to make my eyes look bigger. And then, yeah, the intense black for the rest of the eyes. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, we are almost there. This is what it's looking like right now. I think we got the right amount of ashiness. I did a round of white on my hair, so that then when I did the red, hopefully it's more vibrant. And I don't know, we're almost there. I just need to paint the red now, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if I want to add, I might try to add more braids into my hair really quick, but other than that, we're almost there. Okay, so this is what the final product looks like. Here's the headpiece and everything together. I think it turned out really good. I'm so happy with the results. I think it's really fun. I'm really happy with it. Thanks for coming on this journey with me and seeing what it's like when I do one of these insane makeups. It's currently 3:17 and we started at like 10 a.m. setting things up. So it's actually not that bad. That's about like 5 hours, which is like pretty normal for these kinds of makeups for me. But yeah, I'm gonna take my pictures, I'm gonna finish my other videos, and that's about it. Thank you so much for watching.